bullshit that no one cares about. So yeah, just letting y'all know.
No problem.
Hey, right. Episode 13. This is the start of it. Episode 13. Unlucky number for club talk.
Preach a bitch.
You know. Well, you know, that's a great start.
Everybody
Fantastic.
hates Creed.
That's not true. I'm very loved. But today, you know, we're here as usual with your genuine. I just fucked that word up. But it's Creed.
What
awesome
word?
Guy,
No. What were you gonna say? No. Wait.
I really don't know. I don't. I'm fucked today, mate. I really am.
Wow.
I'm fucked.
Wow.
Right.
Just try
Creed,
one more time.
Usual
Try
host,
it one more
awesome
time.
guy, sidekick, Day. Right, Day.
Hold on, bitch. Wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute. You're not gonna walk over that like you didn't just say that, bro. You slid it in there like it was. Bitch, I just heard you Batman and Robin me. You just Batman and Robin me.
What are you talking about?
Bitch, you just said my sidekick. What? Since when?
Look, we have a live stream. They're gonna tell you crazy.
Nobody even knows you, bro. Nobody even knows you.
Hey, man. You know that clout game.
Anyway, yeah, I'm here. The sidekick, Robin.
Today we are here with Grim Bastards MC and Muertos MC.
No, you. Oh my God, no, you didn't.
I did it. That's the actual name.
Look, okay. There's a woman sitting right beside you. Oh, never mind. There's a woman sitting right beside me. Look at her back, real quick. Now tell me, why the fuck do you think that says what you just said?
Muertos.
Oh my fucking! There's not even why.
Why? There's no O in there, so I don't know where you get more.
Ain't no S. Ain't no O. Why are you doing this?
Wait, what's the name again? Muerte. It was really close, though. I mean, there was.
Seriously.
Let us off. Yeah, we'll say it's close.
You literally subtracted the E and added 2 other letters, and you gonna sit there and say it's close.
It's an all female MC, so that's what we're gonna do now. Alright, so we'll start next to me. Sin, who are you? What's your role in your club?
Prez of Muerte MC.
Alright, it's Muerte MC. Alright, and next to Day. Cut. God, I just sit and fuck that out too.
VP of Muerte MC.
Right, Vice President Muerte MC, and we got Toshio.
Yes, sir. Toshio,
fantastic. Damn it, I fucked that up too.
Former president of Devil's Order, and now I am prospect manager for Grim Bastards.
Okay. And Killer Snipes.
I'm from Grim Bastards, and I'm sergeant at arms.
Hey,
I'm gonna ask you a question about that prospect manager thing, because we ain't got one of those. So
yeah, we don't. It's a thing. So we're back again for episode 13, which we missed. It was supposed to be yesterday, but you know, we didn't do it.
We're creating Day. We do shit when the fuck we want to do it. That's how we roll.
We do, but we do have a schedule. We're trying to keep to it every Friday, which we tend to fail like 90% of the time.
Every other Friday. Come on now, every other Friday.
It's supposed to be every Friday. We never say every other Friday. It's supposed to be every Friday.
Whatever.
But it's usually every other Friday. But basically, yeah, we were supposed to have one MC on today. It turned into 2 MCs, which is a new dynamic we haven't tried yet. Which, you know, not very hopeful with, because episode 13, unlucky. I'm expecting this one to go down the drain, to be honest. That's just one.
Wow.
Episode 13.
Wow. That just scares me. You completely expect this episode.
13.
Confidence, I guess.
It's episode 13, you know? Shit's not supposed to go right.
So you're just saying because the number's unlucky that the episode's going to be completely fucked.
I mean, we're sitting in a different place. We got more people on than usual. Shit can go wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Right, at least it's not Friday the 13th.
It's unlucky for you, but it's lucky for us, you know?
Thank you. Positive people. That's what I need. Positive vibes. You're such a negative person.
We just started something that you might end up doing more often. We're like the pioneers right now.
I mean, maybe this is a whole nother take.
Creed, have you ever watched Lethal Weapon?
No, surprisingly.
I am Murtaugh and you are Riggs. Except your family didn't die no. Because you was too dysfunctional to ever have a family.
I said no.
Okay, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
I said no. I don't know these people. I don't know these characters.
I don't care.
That's a good movie.
Everybody else knows. Series. Everybody else knows.
What was that film with the two gangsters in it? That cop and that gangster. What was it called?
Training Day? No, that's not it.
No, there's like a million of them, aren't there? I'm not gonna get anywhere with this.
I don't think you are. The cop and the thug. Yeah,
cop,
sounds like a classic movie.
The other cop. Yeah, like the fucking.
You talking about Bad Boys? You talking about Bad Boys?
No, not at all.
Can you?
I'm talking about the one in New York. The fucking Fuck.
Oh, you're snapping fingers and everything. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on, bro. Over. Let's get to the actual.
I'm gonna spit out halfway through the episode. Right, so the stuff that we're going to talk about today is usually comes into effect. Some stuff's been going on recently with Striker MC. We have some fans. I started up
that's a wrong word. That's a wrong word.
You're talking about the high women? The high
women? Yeah. He actually knows. Oh God, he knows.
The high women MC.
High women MC.
We would have invited them on because we do like fair conversations and all that kind of stuff. But then again, I don't like the cunt, so I don't want him on the show.
I think honestly, bro, I think that he would start arguing halfway through and just leave. I really feel like
but that would be entertaining though. So I'd like that. I'd be entertaining to watch. If I found out that people were screaming at each other on the video game, I'd like to see that.
I don't know about that because there's some screaming. Like if two Mawus were screaming at each other, I would not be entertained by that.
Well, if you went into like when you go into game chat, you just see people go, "Oh, 1v1 me." You like to listen to it, you know.
I don't know about all that, man. I don't like listening to kids screaming at each other.
We do that all the time. You're sitting up there looking at the spectating thing, have a fucking a drink. Listen to the cunts. Anyway, some stuff's been going on. And it's an interesting conversation topic. You know, we're not saying this just because it happened, but we are kind of. But this thing that brought to attention, and a lot of our patch members think that this is a copycat club called Highwaymen. A lot of our guys have that opinion that they're copying our style. Now, the reasons for this are all these guys that are in this club used to be either a hang around or a prospect, or one of them was even a patch member for this crew, for Striker MC. And then they've gone to this club, made their own club, called Highwaymen, which has the same location, Bottom Rocker, has the same crew colors, and also has a skull with a bandana as the patch. Now, if they, somehow didn't know about us and that happened, I would say, okay, it was just a coincidence. But the fact is, they knew about this club, they were in this club, and they consciously chose to make it very similar. There's not many green and white clubs around. I can name us and Banshees, which are the only ones I really know about kind of thing. There are obviously some more, but I don't really know about them. So that got us onto this interesting conversation on what do people consider copycatting. There's different views on this in different ways. Obviously, there's people who copycat real life clubs. There's people that copycat made up clubs like Sons of Anarchy. There are people.
Mine.
Yeah, and there are people that copycat original ideas. Like, say there are people that make fake Banshees patches and fake Striker patches, and obviously other crew ideas that were original. So that got to the point on. I think these three groups are separate. Definitely, the real life clubs. That get copycatted. I think that's different to the fake clubs that copycatted. Like, I wouldn't hold someone who was a Hell's Angel patch to the same standard as somebody who was a Sons of Anarchy patch or a Grim Bastards patch. I think because you go.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting anyway because the club you brought up in particular is. The name of the club is a real club, like Highwaymen MC. That's a real club that actually exists in the real world. But yet their patch itself looks like ours.
New York. So do they copy the patch from the actual Highwaymen, or is it a different patch?
No. Their patch is completely different. Highwaymen is like a horse and shit.
Oh, it's a bit strange.
Yeah,
a bit strange. Highwaymen having a horse on your patch. Bit weird.
Okay. I'm not trying to get killed by highwaymen, so you throw your insults back. So
I doubt they'll fucking. I doubt they'll murder people.
To my defense, before I made this patch, I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah. What's up?
Right, so to my defense, before I even made this patch, I didn't even know Grim Bastards was a part of Son of Anarchy until someone told me.
The fuck are you talking about? How'd you not know that?
I never saw it. I never saw Sons of Anarchy until like
Wait. So you
told about
you.
So you thought? So you thought you originally came up with it, and then it was just like, oh shit, it was a thing.
And then someone told me, it was like, oh, that's from the show, this and that. I'm like, oh,
that's cool as shit. Okay, that's funny.
Oh wait, yeah, because your patch is different to the Grim Bastards patch of the show. Right.
And this is not the original one. I had another one before, but I couldn't.
Yeah, and I think that's a different category in itself. Then I wouldn't classify you guys as copycat club from Grim Bastards. You share a name, and that's something completely different to a copycat club. You have a different style, a different patch, but you share a name, which is all like. You could share a name with any kind of club that you don't know about, which I wouldn't consider Highwaymen a copycat club because they share a name with real life club. Because they're out there, designs completely different. Their things are completely different. I would say they're a rip-off of our kind of design, but
oh no, definitely.
That's just the sharing.
I think we're biased though. We're very biased. We're very.
Oh, of course. I mean, we're in the fucking club, Of course we're biased. So that's why we have people in here to tell us whether we're fucking wrong. So
that was your cue to talk, people.
No, it was. So did you guys? Apparently you guys saw this, right? One of you at least saw this. This Highwaymen thing.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I followed Day and some of the strikers. Yeah.
So what's your view on that? Don't be biased just because we're here, but like, what's your honest view on that?
I mentioned to him it does to me look like a complete copy. They're just try to like switch certain things around, but at the end of the day, it still looks like Striker's patch.
Do you think that's wrong? Like what would be the downsides of that? What would be the bad thing about that?
Well, I mean, you're not gonna be taken serious because you just look like a copycat. That's what it is. So no one's really gonna take you serious. Well, I mean, the thing is, we don't know how intentional it was. At the same time,
it's true.
It looked
That's another thing.
It looked pretty intentional though. Like it looks intentional as fuck because they all know us. So that's the thing.
You have your opinion because, like you said earlier, some of these guys were either prospects or former members.
Yeah.
So I mean, coming from the inside, like you guys, you would say that, but for somebody looking at it from the outside, they're like, oh, it's probably unintentional or
Yeah, they don't even know them guys. They're just trying to play the game. They made a patch. Oh, it happens to look similar. You can't take that from.
And not for nothing, they also stole, like, I don't know if y'all know La Familia MC. They stole like one of their biker mods pics, removed La Familia's patch from there and added their patch.
Oh no, he does that all the time. That's Shot. Yeah, Shot does that all the time. If you look at some of his pictures, it's actually like action figures, and he just takes pictures and puts his patch on it.
He fucking took someone's biker mod. That's so cunty. That is fucked.
Yeah. That's just. Hey, bro, it's a lazy way of taking pictures, man.
Everybody else puts in the work. Like, why can't you guys put in the work? I mean,
he put in the work and edited his patch on the picture.
Let's get away from this. I don't talk about too much.
Yeah, give him something. let him get a little bit.
So there is a difference, obviously, to someone like that and somebody like a Sons of Anarchy. Now, I wouldn't say a Sons of Anarchy thing is, really disrespectful or anything at all, right? Because obviously, it's from a TV show. Someone's from Sons of Anarchy.
It's like walking around with a Harry Potter patch on. Nobody's gonna be.
Yeah, it's like I don't consider those people bad people or shitty people. I think it's a bit gay. Come up with the originality. Come up with the original design.
They're just considered, what's the word I'm looking for? Not creative.
Yeah, like they
didn't take the time out to actually come up with something of their own. They were just like lazy and was like, you know what, we'll take this and we'll just roll with it.
And then we hit the third kind of group of people, which are people that take patches from real life clubs intentionally, like Outlaws and Hell's Angels.
I hate those.
Hell's Angels have been down. I think I haven't seen a Hell's Angel patch for ages since that big takedown.
That's funny. That's funny that you say that because me and Killer Snipe saw one before coming over.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Creed. But they got Hades Angels, hippie angels.
Yeah, I'm talking about Hell's Angels.
Hermaphrodite angels.
This one was a legit. This one was a legit Hell's Angels one.
Yeah, legit.
A legit Hell's Angels.
Yeah, wore the patch and everything, not just like had the MC thing.
See, that's the comeback then.
Hey, Rockstar, go clean that up. What's the crew tag? I know y'all watching, bro. Y'all know y'all keep
yeah, everyone knows Rockstar watches the shitty live stream.
I think the crew tag was hate. HATE, hate.
All right, that's what the crew. All right, Rockstar, check it out. There's a club out there, crew tag hate. Y'all need to go cancel that.
They're gonna get the message, man. They're for sure.
No, they definitely gonna watch.
One of their employees, one of their employees gonna sit through an hour of shit just to see this one bit.
See, you wanna know how I know? You wanna know how I know Rockstar watches us? You wanna know how I know that?
No, I don't want to know because it's bullshit.
Because I got $8 million the other day for no reason.
That's ridiculous.
For no reason, bro. They love me. They love us, Creed. They love us, bro.
You bought a fucking shark card.
I got an email. I got an email on my laptop.
Which, by the way, let's talk about shark cards for a second, right? That can relate to club stuff.
The Rockstar Council hit me up and they was like, next time you talk about Club Talk, y'all go on Club Talk, talk about us. I was like, no, because nobody fucking likes you guys. Drop more motorcycles.
You gotta be a lot of a dick. You buy a shark card, man. You're supporting that kind of industry. I don't like that. Supporting the 99ers, and that's what it's about.
Shut up.
I guess. Yeah.
They go.
Think about it.
Look,
think about it.
It's Rockstar, bro. They is gonna do whatever possible to fuck us either way. If I want to spend my money and have more fun on GTA, I'm gonna spend it.
You don't understand, man. It's because of the shark cards. The shark cards create more money, right? So they need more money to spend stuff. So they make more stuff that's more fucking expensive.
All right. How about this? Next time I buy a shark card, I'm gonna send a message with my shark card, and every time I'm gonna say the same thing. Next time your bitch ass use my money for something, use it for more motorcycles. That's what I'm gonna send. So that way I'm covered. I'll buy my shark card.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, I did it. Nope, it's over.
No. Listen, I'd rather buy a mod account than fucking deal with shark cards.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I support modded accounts.
Speak for yourself. I'm lazy,
but with money. Shark cards.
If you're gonna spend all that money on shark cards, you might as well just get a modded account.
I don't like modded accounts. They're gay, and people be.
All right, well,
what are you talking about? I support modded accounts.
I supported modded money accounts. Modded money accounts.
Obviously not game breaking, not game enhancing.
But the problem is, what modded account am I gonna buy where they got my sexy ass character's face on there? None. I can't be me. I want to be me. I'm sexy. I don't want to be somebody else.
You can change the appearance. Obviously, it's not like
I just face palmed in real life.
You know how long it took me to make this face? I ain't going back again.
I'm sure. It
took you a long time to fucking make you count. All right, fair enough.
All right. Anyway. So back to the copycat club shit. What makes a club original? How do you determine that? Like when you look at clubs, how do you determine when they have originality? Because obviously, like he said, you have clubs that share names with real life clubs or with other clubs, and how do you determine
if you intentionally share your name with a club, then it does, it takes away from the originality. If you see, obviously, if someone makes a Sons of Anarchy club and they claim, I didn't know Sons of Anarchy was a thing, they're lying. They're a liar.
Right.
Or if they make a Hell's Angels crew and they go, I didn't know Hell's Angels, that's not true.
Yeah.
But I can believe something with Grim Bastards because it's not as popular.
I didn't know who Grim Bastards was. I don't remember seeing them on Sons of Anarchy. Was that them black dudes? Was that them?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They were in fact.
See,
black,
that's funny because I never paid attention to their patch at all. I was just like, oh, look at those orange spikes.
That's a little bit racist, though, Dede. That's a little bit racist, though, Dede.
You said what?
No.
Oh no, they definitely,
racist, bro.
They definitely a little bit. Why am I racist for not noticing they patch?
You're just not paying attention to the black guys. That's all. Just saying.
Racist to they patch? I don't get it because I didn't look at the patch on their back.
You said you didn't notice them. Just saying.
I didn't notice they patch. Maybe watch yourself. You're tripping.
Maybe watch yourself a little bit, Dede. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
people are
black
gonna
people.
get mad.
Nah, fuck black people. Fuck
you
it.
have to,
nah, fuck
you have to
black
put yourself
people,
down with the
Nah,
tribals.
bro. I already did it. No, I already exposed myself. Fuck black people.
When? I'd like to see that, actually.
Just
I'd like
now.
to see you be put
Just
on
now.
down with the
I'm
tribals.
gonna go on here, record my own voice saying "fuck black people," and I'm gonna post it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put any type of context or nothing in it. No, I'm not doing it right now. I got other stuff to do.
Like what?
So, where do you draw the line at it being okay or not okay then, Creed? You know, like.
Okay for what?
Like no,
copycat.
Design, right, okay. Copycat. They copy video game clubs. No, that's debatably okay.
If you have a unique design and a unique kind of look, that's what this all comes down to. Uniqueness. You know, you don't want to go look at someone's patch and go, oh, I'm gonna edit this and then it's gonna be my patch. You know, don't make a Sons of Anarchy patch, but the M4 is turned upside down. Yeah, that's not an original design. You know, you just have to come up with your own idea. And that comes down to original designs into themselves, which are a lot of clubs nowadays. Skull patches, Reaper patches, or Devil patches. That's what, you know, Strike MC does have a skull patch, yes. But
Google image skull patch too with that. It's pretty.
I mean, it's not really
basic.
Very popular Google image.
No, it's not, but it is.
Not particularly.
It is one.
But it's not, though, is it?
But it is one. It is definitely a Google image. Just, you know. Putting it out there.
Yeah. Well, most of these patches stem from Google Images, so I mean.
Now, what I want to see is a patch that somebody drew and somehow got on GTA. That would be awesome. Like
that would be a completely different level of originality.
Oh yeah, that'd be original as fuck.
Exil's patch is designed by one of the members. It's actually drawn up by Exiles. They had a graphic designer actually design their patch for them. The skull with a snake.
It's pretty dope.
Because I've seen that patch in Google Image, but I guess.
Yeah, but I think
no, it's in Google Image. I'm sure it had to get there for them to use it on their patch.
Yeah. Like because they hired a designer apparently. Don't quote me. That's I'm not an expert.
Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit.
Yeah, don't quote me. But I'm 90% sure that they actually was custom made for the club.
Wait, speaking of Exile, this hits on the copycat club thing. Obviously, we had this club. I think you already know what I'm about to say, Toshi.
Yeah, because I spoke to you about it earlier.
Yeah. So obviously, I don't know what happened. Yeah, the whole thing with you and Exile. Can you kind of get into that and fucking? I know I'm asking, putting you on the spot, but yeah.
This was like all right. Before we start, let's cut down on the try and make it into a situational thing, not a personal, not like a
I'm taking it
thing. Like a
because we're looking at the copycat club type of thing. It's not like
we're looking at the situation of
not necessarily the beef in general, just that thing.
Yeah, just the what you think is right in that situation, what you think is wrong, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. I mean, it is what it is. So this was probably like a year ago. This is when I first ever even knew anything about the MC community. I used to roll with you probably know them, Striker. I used to roll with Grimlords at the time.
Grimlords, yes, yep.
I used to roll with them at the time when I first came in, because my friend that I grew up with, he was in that crew, and he's the one that was like, yeah, I'm in a motorcycle club. I'm like, what? Like, in my head, I'm thinking he's talking about a real motorcycle club. But then he's like, no, in GTA, this and that. I'm like, oh, cool. And he brought me in. I prospected, whatnot. I ended up getting patched. And I got to the point where I was like, maybe I can try this on my own. Let me try to like do this on my own. So I spoke to them. I left on good terms, and I'm just sitting there trying to figure out names. Like, mind you, I don't know anything about any other MCs. Nothing. No, I didn't know Strikers existed. I didn't know Exiled existed. I didn't know anybody existed outside of whatever crew I was in at the time. So I'm just sitting there trying to figure out a name, and the first name that popped up in my head was Exiled Bastards. Right. So I was like, let me go with that. Let me make a patch out of that. I had a whole completely different centerpiece and it was just the
so
name
that was completely random. That's what you're saying.
It was completely random. I didn't even know these people existed. I didn't know these people existed. So it was just a thought. I came up with it. I was like, let me go with this. I told who the president at the time he's still president of Grimlords. I asked him for a patch maker to make it for me, and he ended up making it for me. I sent the picture to Day. I sent the picture to him. He seen it.
Yeah, it's a nice picture.
And other than just the name, I feel like there was really nothing. I mean, copycat off of it. I mean, at the end of the day, well, anyway, what happened was one of my boys was in the lobby by himself.
Oh no, you ain't got to tell all that. You ain't got to tell all that.
Either way, I got into a text message thing with the president.
Basically, the club started shooting at you because the same name, right?
Well, it wasn't even like that. They rolled up on him, like befriending him in a way, like making it seem like they were cool, and then out of nowhere they just attacked him for no reason.
Because of the same name.
That sounds like my boys.
But we're not gonna get into that because it's not, that's what we're talking about. But anyway.
But the situation is, they were shot because of it was the same name, which I can't say that's the wrong thing to do. I can't. If I saw somebody in a session called Striker MC, I would probably shoot them myself as well. That's my opinion.
I wouldn't ask them, but I mean, you got to kind of look at that too. I don't think it's very common for people to be called Striker. Now, if they were called Strikers, I'd probably still shoot them. But that is a real life club. Strikers is a real life club.
What are the chances of being called Exiled Bastards? Both. Which Exile do have a relation to the bastard bottom knocker. That's a big coincidence. So to them, to be fair, it probably didn't seem like a coincidence.
No, right. I mean, even if it was, I think
I got into a whole PSN messaging thing with the president. I forgot his name. I think it was something Gunslinger. I don't know. I forgot what it was.
No, it wasn't the president, but yeah.
I don't know. He told me he was the president.
He might have been what time was that? Was he the president?
That was a long time ago.
It was like a long time ago. So anyway, he just made a big deal about the name. Like, first of all, I mean, all right, I get it. You was the original or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just, to me, I was like, it's just a name. The name is not even trademarked by you guys.
I mean, but that in itself, it's the name that kind of identifies you as a club. If somebody goes, "Yo, Exiled over here," and they could talk about the club, I can see where that could. I wouldn't. But I wouldn't be cool with someone running around with a striking name.
I've always seen just Exile. I've never seen Exile Bastards or Exiled anything else. It was just Exile.
Well,
so in my head, I'm like, why are you? I'm not copying off of you. Like, again, I didn't know, that they also.
I mean, the way you say it, obviously you say that it was a coincidence. But if you did go, okay, Exiled's a cool name, I'm gonna take it from there and then add another word onto it, then I don't think that would excuse the thing. Like somebody said, if somebody went, all right, we're Striker Brotherhood, right, and put a Brotherhood after the Striker name.
I can tell you right now, if there was a little crew out there called Striker Team Hunger Force, I'd kill them motherfuckers. I'd gut their ass. Like, on the real, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I would. I would.
And it comes down to the part where, but it's, I mean, if we are role playing real life 1% MCs, I think that would be acceptable. If a Hell's Angels,
but I'm also not gonna act like it's
guys.
I'm also not gonna act like it's a big deal.
Obviously it's not.
They made it seem like it was a big deal.
Like in the sense of like I probably would have went to the same extent that they did. Like, oh, change your name, blah 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 blah, whatever. I don't know what happened, the full story, but like I said, I probably would have went like change your name. You should change your name.
Eventually, it got to that point. Eventually, it got to that point where they were like, change the name.
But yeah, like at the most, all I'm finna do is shoot your punk ass and talk to you. Like that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what's finna happen. Like.
I mean, which comes with
because in reality, I think nobody can change anybody's name. Nobody can change anybody's patch. It's up to you whether you want to do that. But I will try to convince you to do so. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever I can.
Yeah,
within reason.
Like I said, it comes down to role play. That's what you and what extent do you role play into that too? Like I know a lot of people that will shoot at someone over the bottom rocker. Now, if I'm feeling like that day I might. If I'm feeling like that day I might not. If it's a club that I don't know that has an East West bottom rocker, then yeah, I'm probably gonna go over and have a little bit of a look, maybe try to antagonize them a little bit. If it's a club that I know, then no, I'm not going to shoot them if they have the same bottom rocker.
I don't know, because if it's a club that I know and they brought up the charter and it was almost like a, let me just do this. Like,
which I like this new layer, and I think everyone should start doing this. Clubs that you're friends with, and I think a lot of people do this already, but clubs that you're friends with, before you open up a new charter in that area, like, go talk to the boys that have charters in that area and be like, yo, we're opening up this charter in this area.
It's not like it's not like something you got to do, but it's cool to do it. I think it's cool.
No, I think that it adds an extra layer of role play onto it. That's pretty cool.
But on that subject too, where do you guys draw the the differentiation? And I can't even fucking talk. But okay, where do you decide that this one thing is something to fight about? This one thing is something to drive some energy towards. Obviously, you got names that are similar. You got patches that are similar. What drives your motivation in the sense of like, I should do something about this. I've seen this to me is doing too much in the way of my club. They seem like they're a representation of my club. We should shoot them or we should say something to them. Where's the, what things do you feel, and I'm asking everybody in the room, is, big enough for you to say that or do something?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Okay, so
nobody did.
Nobody did? Oh, okay. So I'm retarded. I'm sorry, I'm retarded.
All right. So Muerte MC, would you guys feel some type of way if, say, another chick MC popped up, and I don't know if that's a correct term. I don't know if that's offensive or not. But say if another a chick MC popped up and they had the same name, or let's move on from them. Let's go colors. Or let's get colors and location. Say if there's the same location.
I'm gonna ask my question again in a different way, because you're not asking my question. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not asking your question. Your question.
Okay.
But how would you feel
asking
about
my
that?
question
Would you?
I'm asking my question again. No.
The fuck are you doing?
No, I'm asking my question again. Fuck it.
Your question was stupid. It didn't make any sense.
Question. Because you didn't listen. Son.
Nobody didn't listen.
Well, now they finna to. Now they finna to.
You bored everyone up this fucking table.
Look, everybody listen. Everybody listen. What is a big enough deal for you to say something to a club? If they got the same name as you, same color as you, same bottom rocker, like where do you make that choice?
I could kind of say something. I mean, not too long ago, I seen someone who makes patches. Make a patch with a different name, different location, but the same centerpiece. Now, it didn't bother me.
He gets it. He gets it. Okay.
It didn't bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I don't own that image. I can't really say nothing about it. I mean, yeah, I can go to a person and be like, hey, listen, my crew has this centerpiece. I would appreciate it if you don't use it. But at the end of the day, if they decide they want to use it, then I can't stop them.
You're not gonna be cool with them, though, are you?
Yeah, you probably.
No, I'm not cool. No.
Yeah, you gonna shoot them.
But like, what would really like probably drive me over the edge is if the whole patch completely was the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you have a centerpiece with a different name, different location, and only the centerpiece is the same, I probably wouldn't even. Like,
centerpiece is a big thing, though. I mean, centerpieces.
For me personally, lettering, color, location, those things don't really matter too much, because you can live in the same location. You can obviously like the same color. Your lettering,
is less,
your font, and whatever. That's fine, unless you have like an original location that obviously people don't choose like that. Obviously, that person had to look at your MC and say, I like that location.
Oh, if it's like a street name or somewhere over there, what people don't use, and then go.
But
okay.
as far as like the same color, like I don't give a fuck if it's another green and white MC out there. That does not bother me.
Yeah,
but when when your patch is like
there's
very similar, where you have the same type of theme, centerpiece, shit like that, obviously you're trying to knock off of that MC. That's when you're gonna catch me having a problem with you.
Hang on.
But my sergeant at arms for East LS Strike. If you green, he probably want to shoot you. Like, for real.
Oh, if you East LS, he's definitely gonna shoot you.
Well, if you think about it, what happens if actually, for example, I don't know, say the Muerte crew, right? If you obviously don't know the MC community, say you don't know anything about MCs, but you'd like the same piece, right? And you just get that off Google Images, and you just say, all right, well, I'm going to change the name, and I'm going to call myself a different MC, but you're still representing the patch, and they don't know anything about this MC, right? Or Grim Bastards. They don't know anything about Grim Bastard. The only thing they know about it is nothing, but they want to use that same centerpiece, and then they find out that, oh, the Grim Bastards have this centerpiece, but then they don't want to change it because they set it up, and the only, you know what I mean? Like,
I would say, look, if something like that happened, it's nobody's fault, right? It's nobody's fault, but I would still shoot
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand that, but then they could just use it against you and say, oh well, we didn't know about Striker's MC, we just found this centerpiece, and now we think it looks cool.
That's fine. Obviously, now they know about Striker MC because we shoot them in the face.
I don't care.
But then obviously you killing them is just gonna cause more stuff, like, I don't know, like stuff about MCs and stuff, and killing other MCs and all that crap. But the only thing I disagree with is, like, it's up to you what you want in that centerpiece. If it looks the same as Strikers, it looks the same. But if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Exactly.
So
I think now I don't see nothing wrong with people having a problem with location, turf, whatever. I might think some of them are more petty or more, silly. But as far as y'all shooting each other, wanting to fight each other about it, why would there be a problem there? They cannot They cannot physically take anything from you. You don't have to physically change anything. So for me, it's like the situation itself doesn't bring much harm. If you want to fight each other about it, so be it.
Yeah.
And I think that the Muerte patch in general is very similar to a lot of patches, but they have color and they have their, it has this originality to it. Because she's got like the bloodshot eyes and shit like that. So
let's get an opinion from, say, another point of view. Muerte, if you saw somebody with the same, say, the whole patch design, same as yours, would you feel some type of way about that? Would you shoot at these people? Either one.
I would shoot at them.
Yeah, I mean, you would.
Yeah, obviously I would shoot at them, but it depends. Like, for example, if you, I don't know, look at Muerte's patch, if obviously the centerpiece is the same, but for some reason, I don't know, it had a pipe in it, or a fag, or a bottle of drink, you know what I mean?
A fag. When he says fag, he means cigarette. He means cigarette.
Yeah, cigarette. Yeah. Sorry.
Everybody know that.
When I say fag, I mean a gay person.
Let everybody know that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just letting everybody know what he meant. Let everybody know.
I'm from the UK, so it's
I'll go in the alley and I'll smoke a fag.
Yeah, rather than I'll smoke a cigarette.
You gotta die.
But like,
no, it's good. That is Americans who don't understand, but it's all
good. I'm from the UK.
I don't understand because I totally just gave the definition of it, but whatever.
To be honest, they're fucking disgusting. But I'm just
Americans are definitely disgusting.
The only time it would be an issue. I feel like the only time a patch would be an issue if it just looks identical.
Yeah. Obviously, that point.
I would be mad about the centerpiece. I'd be mad about the name. I mean, that's just me. I'm very much on that side of fuck you if you look anything kind of resemble my shit,
Yeah, right. But then, obviously, if they have a different name and they have a different place, and obviously, but they have the same centerpiece as you, but I don't know, like, for example, a different color bandana, so it's instead of green, it's red, and then they've got a cigarette in the mouth. Technically, then really that patch isn't exactly the same as other people's.
Cigarette in the mouth?
I'm still gonna kill him. I'm gonna say all All you did was change the bandana color and put a cigarette in your mouth. I'm finna kill you.
Yeah,
I'm finna light your cigarette with my bullets.
Yeah,
like
I kind of wish our skull had a fucking cigar in its mouth. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
we vote
they
that
might
next
have the
search.
same.
We're not voting that. That's ridiculous. We're not doing that.
Awesomeness.
I'm just saying, like, if somebody had the same centerpiece, then it's different. Like, maybe set up a meeting with them and see if they want to be in alliance or
fuck a meeting.
Yeah,
I'm shooting your ass.
You gotta change your whole shit.
This is my opinion. If you want to have
change it.
Yeah, bro.
I disagree with that. Like, I don't think everything should just be like, for example, say that, I don't know, say a guy comes in this lobby now who says grim bastards and he's not even a part of us, and then I would ask him, I would sit down first. I don't see the point shooting somebody just because all they're wearing the same patch as me. I would send him an invite to the party, and I'd be like, yo, your name's Grim Bastard, you got the same centerpiece as me, but you're not a part of Grim Bastards. How come you've done this? Then if he gives me a good enough reason why he did it, then I'd be like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I don't give a shit. But then if he said, oh well, I just saw you guys and I saw you guys look cool, then I would shoot him. But,
I think personally, RMC is very original. I think for y'all it's a different thing because Grim Bastards is a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's very common. I've seen 2 or 3 Grim Bastards MCs.
Name-wise, I think you're gonna bump into a lot of Grim Bastards, but obviously your design's different, so it's
exactly.
Okay.
Now, me as a striker, if I ran into another motherfucker with the same name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna shoot him. I'm not finna ask him for a sit down to say, hey, why do you have this name? Why are you doing this? If you don't stop doing this, I'm gonna keep killing your ass. No, I'm just gonna say, hey, look, this is your choice. Right. Because realistically, you can't stop anyone from doing anything. They're gonna continue to do what they want to do. So ain't no point in me talking to you. You want to do what you want to do. I'm gonna shoot you. That's what I want to do. That's it.
But then, for example, what I'm trying to say is, say that this Grim Bastard guy copied this crew and he wanted to join this crew, but he didn't think he can get in. And then you obviously sit down and say, yo, why have you got this and why? And then he's like, well, I wanted to join, and obviously I didn't think I would get in. And then obviously you would say then, well, do you want to be a part of us? And then if he says yeah, then yeah, but you know what I mean? Like,
if somebody came to me with that gay shit that you just said, I would tell them that if you ain't confident enough to fucking try, I am confident enough to shoot you in your face. That's it. Point blank period. You're not making it in now.
This kind of leads us on to another kind of subtopic here. Are we running out of ideas as a community? I've been seeing a lot of people, this last year or two popping up either copycats or rehashes of clubs. A lot of people switching between clubs, closing down, restarting, that kind of stuff. Are we running out of ideas and designs? Because really what you see on, obviously apart from maybe a couple, is really skull patches, reaper patches, and devil patches, right? That's kind of, well, I guess it comes with a biker-esque kind of theme, those kind of symbols. But I'd really like I've seen patches with like different kind of stuff on it, and that's what I've seen. I really like those because that brings the originality. So if you are looking to start up an MC, and do all that, make one like a completely different design, because that's really going to stand out. That's really going to look cool, and it's just going to be dope.
Yeah, well, I think also quite a lot of copycat crews, obviously changing the looks and stuff. I think obviously those people can't actually think of their own design, so they're like, all right. Well, for example, I was actually watching some videos a couple of days ago about this guy who actually, a real guy that's really an MC, and he's like, and he was basically turning around to people and saying, people on GTA, obviously he didn't know what the fuck GTA was, but he just knew that people were making MCs, and he actually made a good point. He was actually saying that if you want to make your own MC, then do it, but at the end of the day, don't have other resemblance to other MCs. So, for example, Hell Angels. Some people have different names than Hell Angels, so they might become, I don't know, Bob Dylan. I don't know, just a random name, but they have the same centerpiece as Hell Angels. Then you know what I mean. That's not obviously original. but the way I'm trying to say it is that if you want to get some ideas off people's patches, then do it, but make sure it's your own unique look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think everyone should strive to try and be original. There's no point copying someone else. Everyone just try it best, and just have a go at it. There's no point copying another club or doing it. If you think about starting MC, don't start another Outlaws or a Sons of Anarchy. kind of thing. Start up a new one. Make up a name, sit down. It's actually quite fun. That's half the fun of fucking making an MCs, come up with that kind of stuff.
Now, when do we draw the line at copycat clubs being a part of the actual MC community? Because I think most people don't look at Hell's Angels and Mongols and Outlaws as being part of the community. Like I don't think anyone looks at them and like, oh, these are MCs that are part of the community. They contribute to it. They're part of it. All we see them as is equal to a 99er or a random. They're just, what I'm saying, they're just there.
Well, yeah. Well, listen, this is.
I think that's most MCs. I don't know for sure, but I just think that's most.
Well,
MCs,
yeah, for sure. There's different circles of MCs, right? From a different point of view. 4 years ago, I first started out in the MC community, and my first club was an Outlaws crew, the Outlaws from real life. That was my first club. Now, I don't know if it's still like that, but 4 years ago, we were like, okay, we only associate with clubs that are from real life. Clubs like with original names and stuff, we would say, okay, fuck them, they're not real MCs. We wouldn't even talk to them. And maybe that's what created this, because there are circles of MCs. Hell's Angels, Mongols, Outlaws, they all kind of run in the same kind of circles. And you have original people that run in the same circles. And I think that's because of friends lists, really. Instagram has helped widen that, which we're going to talk about probably next episode, a lot about social media and stuff like that. We don't have enough time this episode.
Shout out to Ren. Shout out to Ren.
No, fuck you, Ren. But yeah, it comes into a point where it's like, okay, there are different circles, and we run in circles because of friends list and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But then they end up not liking each other. Like, I wouldn't chill out with an Outlaws, I wouldn't chill out with the Hells Angels, I wouldn't chill out with Mongols, because most of them are 99 in cunts, for one. I've never really met a decent one. And racist. It's not cool, really. It's not racist. How is it racist?
I'm saying most of them are racist.
Oh, most of them are racist, which is surprisingly weird. I don't know. I think racism. We already talked a lot about racism. We get a lot of racist in the MC community.
I mean, I didn't want to talk about it. I just was saying, like, fucking.
That's a topic for another episode.
No, this is a topic that's been talked about already.
That was early on. That was like episode 5, episode 4.
Yeah, I'm sure it was spoken about, but racism is always out there. So I mean.
Oh no, definitely. But I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it on Club Talk again. We can talk about it any other time. Hit me up after Club Talk. I'm down. We can have it for hours. I'm good. I'm good to go. But
yeah, it's definitely it's fucked. Which has become the MC community nowadays. A lot of people say that the MC community is dead. It's not. It's not.
Now,
people will always be here. Even when fucking Red Dead comes out, people will always be here.
Now, this is another thing I have with copycat clubs personally. And when I speak on copycat clubs, I'm talking about the ones that copy real life clubs, because to me those are the real copycat clubs. I see something cool at least about copying made up clubs. You got you want to do your Sons of Anarchy thing. It's gay, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. But copying real life clubs, copying real life clubs is a totally different thing though.
I feel like what do you slap in the face of the people who actually
because those are real life people actually experiencing those things. And my thing is, how well are you imitating that MC? How well are you portraying them? You know what I'm saying?
I have an unpopular opinion on this. I don't see it as disrespectful. I do not respect these people that make these MCs. I do not respect real 1%ers in real life. I know what they did. I know their designs, and yes, I respect like the fair use law and all that design. So I think it's gay for that reason to use it. I think it's dumb and unoriginal. But I do not respect outlaw MCs like it's the military. I don't respect that. People chose to serve themselves. People chose to serve themselves. People chose to do this stuff. They know what they're doing. They shouldn't get respect from the public because they decided to do that. I don't think they earn any respect other than, more than a normal person. And I see a lot of people treating them like they're in the army. I know a lot of veterans join MCs, but the organization itself isn't the military, and it shouldn't be treated as so.
I kind of agree with you.
Which I get.
I think I'm biased as fuck because I'm in the military, so I think I'm biased.
Flexing those military boots real quick, did he?
Yeah, I had to because I feel like I was biased. I feel like I was biased. So,
I served my country, America.
Who the fuck flexes the military? Oh, I get shot at, you know, greatest man in the world.
If I was in the fucking military, I flex it every day of my fucking life.
Not me, man.
Like, I fucking.
The only time I flex being in the military is when I'm going through the fucking drive-thru. Hey, y'all got a military discount? Like, that's it. That's the only time. That's the only time. Yeah, for sure. I got the PC in the dashboard, bro. So they pull me over there. Like, hey, did you steal this car? You're a black guy. Hey, bro, you want to see that camouflage cap on the dashboard, bro? You tripping?
Sorry, officer. My registration is next to my military ID.
I smell weed. No, you don't. Look at that hat. You do not smell weed, sir. You don't.
Put your gun back in your holster, sir.
Don't shoot me. Oh man. So as far
was funny.
So
it's not. It was a joke.
I think most of us don't see. Yeah, that was a joke on the Times. A joke on police shoot black people. But anyway,
I'm gonna cut that out. It's gonna be clipped.
It's too late. It's too late. It's live stream. You can't clip that out. You can't. It's not a video.
No, I mean someone's gonna clip it and put it on Instagram.
Oh no, definitely it's gonna be there.
We get clipped a lot. It's pretty funny. Out of context, a lot of our shit seems weird. Sometimes in context.
Let's be honest. Most of our shit is weird. Period. Like I don't think it matters. Yeah, weird is awesome.
Sometimes.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, depends.
Yeah, there's weird. You know, it's like, oh, that's a bit fucking weird. You know, there's that's weird, but then there's that's fucking weird. You know, there's two different weirds.
This weird is good.
I want to touch on what hold on, what's this man's name? The dude over there.
Some bulls.
Was it Killer Snipes that was talking about the yeah, okay. So I want to touch on what Killer Snipes was saying as far as clubs knowing and not knowing if they're original or not. How do you feel like, everybody in the room, how do you feel like you would react to that? Like, I've already, at least we got his opinion already. He already shared, if they got a good excuse or if they really feel like they just didn't know and shit like that. But how would you handle that situation? Obviously, I'm gonna fuck him. I'm gonna fuck him. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time. What about
you will fuck him?
Yeah.
So you fuck him. Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Hey.
Like, obviously, my theory is like, if they didn't know, then obviously that's what I'm saying. But say for example they did know, and I message him saying, "Oh, did you know about us?" And they say, "Yeah." Then I would go,
intention is a different story.
Yeah. But if they actually originally didn't know about, for example, strikers, and they didn't know about you, the only difference was with the centerpiece, then obviously I would say, oh right, well obviously they're copying off you. But then, for example, if they didn't know, then I wouldn't have a reason to shoot at them. For example, say that, I don't know, that guy wants to join an MC, but he doesn't know anything about MCs, and then eventually he finds out, I know about the Grim Bastards, right? For example, then he uses that name, then he doesn't use a centerpiece, and he uses a different location. Then I might be like, oh right, well what the fuck? Then I would go after him because obviously it's exactly the same. But if it wasn't exactly the same and it was just a name, then I wouldn't go after him.
I feel like your MC has it different than us because of the name itself.
Yeah.
Our name is definitely
case by case basis.
I think our name is definitely. I wouldn't say it's necessarily original because there's literally a real life club with the same name with an S added on to the end of it. So
I mean, it's a different
at the time we didn't know that. We didn't know that. So
it's a different name. No letter's gone, so it's different.
It's just one fucking letter. This is one letter.
What if we took the E out of Striker? It wouldn't be Striker no more.
What if Muerte called themselves Muertos? Like, come on, Creed.
I think that'd be a different club name.
It would be a different club name, obviously, because
I mean, it would, but I would if Muertos came up and shot them, I wouldn't be like, like,
But then the argument other people could have is real MCs. Real MCs can be like, oh right, well obviously obviously they find out that, I don't know, the people imitating their MCs on in real life, obviously yours is Strikers, obviously they're Striker, so obviously they've got on the name.
Other way around, see other.
Right, well the other way around, but you know what I mean. Like, how would you feel if they'd be like, if they joined your lobby and say, "Yo, bitch, what the fuck are you doing with my patch, my name?" And then obviously you can use the argument saying, "Oh, well, it's different."
Well, what I'm gonna tell them is, we're more popular than you. Nobody knows about your club. we just.
I think it comes down to who.
The only reason we even know about you is because we Googled ourselves and you came up second.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we know about your club.
Which is kind of sad. Like that real MC, if they Google themselves, the actual MC comes up after hours.
No, no doubt. If they search themselves right now, we would come up first, and we're not even strikers. We're striker.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for that.
I don't know why Google did that to us.
What you've what you've just
said there, who the fuck are these motherfuckers?
Right, what you've just said there is you've just said that you didn't know anything about them, and then you decide to Google your own name, and then you actually found out that, oh shit, there's actually a striker club.
Yeah.
Then my argument would be, so you just found out that there actually is a strikers club.
Yeah. But with an S,
Yeah, with an S.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an S.
Different patch completely.
Yeah, different
red and gold. Red and gold, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're all black
club. You still use their name. Yeah, but you still use their name.
I mean, somewhat.
So then they could
without an S, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
Stop. I'm sorry. We fucking with you. Go ahead, bro.
I know.
I'm serious.
That's why I'm still. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're using an S, but then you still got the same.
No, they're using an S. We don't have an S.
Oh right. Well, sorry. I'm messing with what you said. Well, obviously there you were. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, but they could use that against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely.
But they're real life. You know, it's not like we're throwing these patches on real life. If they made that crew in the game,
GTA,
I'd have an issue with them.
Yeah, we'd fight them. We came on the game first. Yeah, like we was here.
Like if I put this patch on in real life, I would be okay with them having an issue with me. But if they brought their patch to the game, I'd have an issue with them.
Yeah, well,
you know, it's two worlds.
No, what I'm trying to tell you though is I'm not saying that they bring their patch into their game. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, say for example, a person in that MC has a PlayStation, and he'd be like, oh shit, some reason on Instagram it says there's some guy called Striker MC's copying off our kind of unique name. If you think about it, every MC has the same name as other real life MCs. For example, Reaper Lords. There's loads of MCs with Reapers, and then loads at the end of it. So technically, then Reaper Lords are copying off people.
Oh yeah, it's very difficult to get a unique name. There's thousands of MCs in real life.
Yeah.
He said that, and now it has me looking on the internet. They were actually founded around the same time that we were. That's the sad part.
What year were they founded?
Hold on.
2013.
Yeah, 2013. Like that's literally what it says for them.
Oh man.
But I'm trying to find the actual date. Like that may be wrong. That might be just the first time they fucking put something on the internet.
Oh yeah. Try to find their actual founding date. If they come up like a day after ours, they copied us. I'm just saying that.
We're just gonna overpower this real life club. Yeah, they just fucking fight us.
They saw it and they decided, oh, that's kind of cool name. Let's put an S on it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's loads of MCs that have the same name as other MCs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, and a couple of days ago, I actually even saw an MC. It said Reapers, ladies, Reaper ladies, and then technically, then that's just copying off Reaper Lords, and that's just copying off.
You're seeing a lot more of all women MCs popping up, which is a good thing. About a year ago, that was hard to fucking find. That was hard to fucking find. But now there's a lot more popping up, which is good, man. Get more women involved in the MC stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely good. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I saw Reaper ladies, and it's like, well, technically you've got the word Reaper, and then you've got Grim Reapers, and then you've got Reaper Lords. So every person in the MC community does copy off an MC. You know what I mean? Like, they don't always use their own name.
Like, yeah, I think for the most part, names are pretty. I think what you're trying to say is names are pretty generic. So people end up pulling from the same ideals, having similar names and shit like that.
Well, I think try to be unique, try to put yourself out there, try to put a different name, try to use a different design. don't make any more Reapers, Devils, or Skull patches. Try and put some really cool shit into it. Like, I want to see a patch go past and just some motherfucking people killing each other on the back of a patch. Cool.
I think people also shouldn't be surprised when someone with a similar name to yours or patch comes up and tries to start shit with you. Obviously, you know why they have that fuel, that fire, and they want to fight you. But at the same time, you know, there is a level of understanding to it. I don't feel like you should sway your choice because someone came up to you and said, "Fuck you, this is what you gonna do." It's like they can't tell you what to do. They can't.
But then again, you can't tell them not to be
exactly. You can't tell them not to whoop your ass either. Like that's what's about to happen. Like you both understand what you're there for, what you're doing it for.
We are gonna have to wrap up in a second now. Actually, we are.
Yeah, it's 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds.
Time. Yeah, go ahead.
We didn't even ask the big question. That's what's crazy.
For example, say the question. Yeah, go on. I have the big question, and I'll do this afterwards.
I mean, we don't got time to touch the big question. The big question was, how serious is too serious for the game? Which we don't have time to answer.
If we don't have time to answer this.
I mean, he asked, so I'm gonna tell the truth. I can't
lie. Give it yet. We need to save it for another episode.
Too late already. We'll talk about that next episode. Fuck it.
We'll definitely do a part 2 with you guys.
Yeah, what did you did you finish up what you were saying, Killer?
Oh, I'm just saying, for example, so obviously you've got Reaper Lords, you've got Strikers. Well, I actually know a guy, and obviously Chris knows about this, but I actually know a guy who actually made his own MC, and like, tell me if this name, if you've heard this name before. Let me find him. I don't think he's on actually. He was unjust, but it's called Fully Metal Angels. Have you ever actually heard that MC before?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. So he actually thought of that name by himself. He was like, "Yo, shit," because he likes heavy metal and he likes Angels of Death and stuff like that. So he actually put Fully Metal Angels, and then he's got like a sick ass quote, but I left. But yeah, like I'm saying, so that's like a original name. So. You know what I mean? People do that, then obviously they might get a bit more respect from other MCs that, you know what I mean, thought of their name, if you know what I mean.
Right, fair enough. That's where you come from.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is gonna be the end of it, the end of the episode. Our fucking guests today, Grim Bastards, and
Hey, bro. Hey, Muerte. But I just wanna thank everybody that came. Muerte, I wish y'all would have talked more.
I came twice.
I wish y'all would have talked more, but it was good. I liked everybody. You know,
no one got that. I thought it was pretty funny. Okay.
Especially Grim Bastards. Hey, well, if you gonna come back, make sure your ass talking more. You over there acting like a mute.
We will be probably doing. You know, this was fun, so we'll probably do another episode. We got a couple guys that might come on twice as well at the clubs, but. Either next Friday or the Friday after, we're going to be talking about social media and stuff.
Social media, and then the question I just asked earlier.
So episode 14 is next. That was the end of episode 13. Reese's Pieces.
All right, hold it down. Club Talk! Yeah. No, Club Talk!